Where's Robbie?
I don't know.
Is Robbie okay? Are you okay?
I know. Are you okay? Yes, she is. That's actor Dakota Fanning, co-starring with Tom Cruise, the 2005 blockbuster War of the Worlds. She rose to fame as one of the biggest child stars of the early 2000s, landing signature roles in I Remember This Movie, I Am Sam. That's with Sean Penn, and Man on Fire. That's with Denzel Washington. Thank you very much. Now she stars in her first horror film as an adult. It's called The Watchers. She plays Mina, a 28-year-old artist who becomes trapped in an Irish forest with three strangers, and they're stalked by some very mysterious creatures.
I know you must be feeling very afraid, but I want you to know that you'll be all right. You will survive this night. The Watchers cannot come in. They just want to look at you.
They're out there.
Yes, they are. It's a window on the other side.
Mina, take a step forward.
Go ahead. It's all right.
What is that? What are they doing?
Applause. A welcome to the show.
I don't understand.
And boy, it is quite a show.
Yes,
at the Coop. It's a very scary place, we're happy to say. Dakota Fanning joins us in studio. Hello, Dakota Fanning.
Morning.
It's so good to see you all growed up. I know this is what happens in life.
Yes.
Growed up and glowed up.
Glowed up and you're so right. We'll talk about your past in just a second. But it's funny, when I went back in the green room to talk to Dakota, she goes, "Is it a horror movie?" I go, "Yes!"
I mean, I was scared.
You didn't see it as a horror
I'm not a
movie,
big
yes!
horror guy, so.
No, it is.
Yeah.
It's suspenseful. It's the genre
Supernatural,
of Shyamalan,
yes.
you know.
But this is a first for you. So you read the script and you thought, this is not unlike anything you've ever done. You wanted to do it. Why?
Well, I spoke to Ishana Night Shyamalan, who is the writer, and this is her feature film debut. She's Night's daughter, so Night Shyamalan is the producer of the film, and just speaking to her, I really connected with her as a person and was excited to be a part of the first film that she was directing.
And she's 24, Dakota.
Yeah,
And
she's...
you were 30. I mean,
Yeah.
I marvel at the age of both of you who can pull this off.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us about that process.
It was
working
wonderful.
with-
She's clearly, you know, she's grown up in an environment and in a family that has fostered such creativity in her, and she had such a vision for what she wanted to do, and was also very collaborative and had such a youthful spirit about her, and that excitement to that she brought to directing this, and so getting to be a part of that was infectious and inspiring.
But it's based on a book, and you said you decided not to read the book.
I never do. I don't know if that makes me sound bad, but I've met the novelist A.M. Shine. He visited the set quite a bit, and he was so great. And I will read the book, but I usually just, I think you're making the script, you know, and novels have a way of creating a world that can only be created, you know, while you're reading and in a novel. And so I think I focus on what you're bringing to the screen, which is, you know.
And it could influence your artistic approach to the role.
I think it could. I mean, maybe I'm making a huge mistake. I don't know.
No, you're not.
I don't think you are.
You're doing a great job.
Yeah, I was going to say,
We're all
accolades you've
huge
received.
fans.
You're
And
not.
you have this unique ability to steal every scene when you're on camera. And you have been doing this since a very young age.
Yeah.
But let's get back to the movie. So your character, Mina, is 28 years old.
Yeah.
Struggles with understanding herself, and then also coming to grips with her past.
Yeah.
You say that you identify with some of these aspects of your character. How so?
Well, I mean, I think just in a way that I've not met anybody that can identify with having a bit of a lost period in your life, you know, where you're not super young and you're not old and you're in the in-between phase, and you're kind of that feeling of like you're waiting for your life to start until you realize that your life has started and you have to seize it, you know? So, and that sort of happened for me like in those late 20 years. I think also the pandemic was going on during those years, so it was like a little bit extra confusing. Like nothing was wrong in my life. I've always been very blessed and grateful, but I was a little like, you know, I felt
now what?
Some of those feelings.
Yeah.
So I could relate to that, where you know you're like searching for something else, and then you have to, obviously in this movie, very strange circumstances lead the
Yeah, there are
character
twists and
to
turns.
yes,
A lot of twists and turns.
lead her kind of back to herself. But yeah, I could relate to that.
Let me ask you quickly about your sister, Elle, who is also a very talented actor. But the both of you have formed a production company, and we were talking earlier about a really interesting project that you have coming up. Tell me about it.
So it's a docuseries on Hulu. It's called Mastermind to Think Like a Killer, and it's premiering at the Tribeca Film Festival on Friday, but it comes out July 11th on Hulu. And it's about Dr. Ann Burgess, who created a methodology that led to what is now called profiling today.
Wow. And why did you guys want to
FBI.
do this really quickly? Why did you want to do this project?
I love true crime. I love, you know, behavioral analysis and how that applies to serial killers and profiling and obviously, you know, all of that stuff. So I've always been very interested in that. And Dr. Ann Burgess is such a
I can't wait to watch that.
I want to see that too.
me
I love you
too.
all
That'll be good.
together. I wonder what it's like for you looking at yourself as a younger kid with Denzel, with Sean Penn, with Tom Cruise.
Holding her own, too.
Yes, holding your own,
Magnetic
and
on
still
the
here with
screen.
your head screwed on straight. When you look at your younger Dakota, clearly you've wanted to do this for a long time.
Yeah.
Where does all that sit with you?
I feel so grateful for it. You know, like I can really think back to each movie and remember thoughts that I was having and the memories and the people, and you take something with you along the way, for sure, from each person I've worked with and each experience. And, you know, I feel so blessed that I have gotten to do what I love to do for so much of my life. And I also feel very grateful that the people that I worked with also protected my childhood too. You know, I look back and I have all these great professional experiences and what now people would call a career. But I look back at, I think back of all the memories, and I think as I get older, I'm so appreciative of the people in my life, personally and professionally,
That's awesome.
that made sure that I have that.
And
as a
Dakota,
30-year-old.
more memories to come for you. What's the name of your production company?
Llewellyn Pictures.
There it is. Thank you, Dakota Fanning. Thank you very much. The Watchers is opening exclusively in theaters this Friday. We'll be right back.